What's going on? It's your boy SB. So earlier this month, we all know, I already covered it, where they talked about there was going to be 18,000 people laid off, but the email just went out just yesterday. So we're going to go over a few things of the email. But first off, the shock behind seeing something like that come to actual reality. This is something I've covered on this page almost a year now, talking about, layoffs, they have to come to Amazon. I was talking about this forever ago. Not forever ago, but a year ago, before anybody else was talking about it. But to actually open my work email, my Amazon email, and to see that type of a letter go out, low key, it kind of seems surreal. It's like you think about something for so long and then you actually see it in front of you. It's like, this is getting real. So with me personally getting one of those emails, I didn't get the email saying that my role was eliminated, but I did get the email talking about the situation that was at hand. And obviously the news stations got that email as well. I'm like, who be giving them all this information? So we're going to go over a few things in that email, and then also a few of the job layoffs that's already happened in 2023. I'm gonna pull up the articles. Let's talk about it. Okay, so this is the email that was sent out to Amazon employees. This is not the email from my email, you feel me? Somebody else sent it to them, but this is actually from CNBC. So even though it starts off saying worldwide, I'm pretty sure that's what WW stands for, stores team. I'm not sure why I would get this email if I'm not a part of the stores team, or why the whole company got the email. Maybe they just want everyone to be aware since it was going to be all over the news anyways, I guess. But it starts off by saying, I want to send a note that today we will be notifying employees impacted by our decision to reduce our Amazon WW stores corporate headcount. When I read that in my email, I didn't know if this was the email. If you got the email, you was done. So I was sitting there like, oh snap, you feel me? Like, this is crazy. But there was a following email, which I think they stayed in here. But just that intro, imagine having to read this at your job. It's pretty crazy. Notification emails will be sent out to our impacted employees shortly. So they went on to say, those who your position will be impacted, you're going to get a following email. Not going to lie, all day I was refreshing my email, trying to see and make sure, or to see if I was getting one of those emails. But I did not get one of those emails. But I'm not going to lie, I think this is going to be something that is flowing and continuing to happen through 2023. They go on to say, while it may be painful to say goodbye to our many talented colleagues, it is an important part of a wider effort to lower our costs to serve so we can continue investing in worldwide selection, low prices, and fast shipping that our customers love. Like I said, I'm just skimming through this. If you guys want to read this whole thing, the whole email for yourself, this link will be in the description. They go on to say, as we head into 2023, we remain in uncertain economic times. Therefore, we've determined that we need to take further steps to improve our cost structure so we can keep investing in the customer experience that attracts customers to Amazon and grows our business. Our plan to improve our cost structure will unfortunately include role reductions. It is painful and rare for us to take this step, and I know how difficult this is on the individuals impacted and their loved ones. Our goal is to make sure every impacted employee is assisted in this transition. And this is where they go on to talk about some of the things they are providing. It says, we are providing packages that include a 60-day non-working transitional period with full pay and benefits, plus an additional several weeks of severance, depending on the length of time with the company, a separation payment, transitional benefits, and external job placement support. Then they go to say role reductions are one of our several steps we are taking to lower our cost to serve. They said that a few times in here. So I'm not a representative of the company, but by me still seeing this a few times in here, I don't think it's done. And I've said that before. If the economy continues to go the same way and cost still needs to be cut, I think this is going to continue to happen. So that was the email sent to all the employees. And then there was follow-up emails for those whom it affected. And on this post, this is a press release from nypost.com. They actually have some quotes from people who were on the receiving side of this layoff. And this will be in the description as well. They start off by saying, fired Amazon workers gripped about the e-retail giant using email to inform them that they are no longer needed by the company, according to a published report. And it goes on to say, it gives quotations. Unfortunately, your role has been eliminated. Another quote says, you are no longer required to perform any work on Amazon's behalf, effective immediately. Then it goes on to say the 5 ex-workers said that none of them were summoned to face-to-face meetings with their managers before they were fired. One of the workers who got let go said, we just woke up to an email today. People who got let go, this is what they're saying. It says, immediately after receiving the email, the let go employees said that their office badges were no longer working and that they were cut off from access to the company's internal computer system. Then an actual Amazon spokesperson said earlier this month that management was deeply aware that these role eliminations are difficult for people, and we don't take these decisions lightly or underestimate how much they might affect the lives of those who are impacted. So when it comes to the badges being cut off and them being kicked out of the main system server or whatever the quotes were, this will be in the description as well if you want to read that full thing. Do I think that that really happened? Yeah. I've worked in the warehouse. I've seen people who went over a minute of TOT and the badge get cut off, try to come in like beep, 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 can't get in the building. You feel me? And had to go talk to HR and whatever happened. So yes, I think those things did happen now, but looking at that from a balanced point of view, I can see why that happens. I mean, imagine if you laid off so many amount of people and they still had access to everything. I'm not saying Amazon thinks this, but from my point of view, there may be some people who's kind of not feeling that decision. There may be some people who want to take a retaliation. You just never know. I could be wrong, but that's the first thing that comes to mind. But one thing that trips me out, when I read through all this and the response from people who got laid off, I've been watching a lot of videos because there are more and more videos of people who are the ones who've been laid off that's surfacing. The biggest thing I trip off of is how they say they never seen this coming. Even the quotes I just read, oh, we just woke up to an email. It's like, but this has been talked about in the press the last month. How does little old me, a YouTuber, you feel me, on the far side of YouTube, know about layoffs a year before? I'm not a data analysis for the company, you feel me? I'm not financial advisor level 10. I just got an L4. You feel me? How did I see all these things as a L3? First off, I hope that everyone impacted by this makes it through okay and that they can get transitioned out of this situation into a better situation. But let this be another wake-up call, another warning for anybody. It don't matter if you're a 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, feel me, 2, 1, wherever you at on the chain of command, take the necessary steps to make sure that you can somewhat prepare for something like this. Because at this point, there's no reason that anybody should be saying, wow, I didn't see this coming. It seems like we're at a point where this can happen to anybody. And I actually think the next video that I'm going to do, I don't know if it's going to be the next one or the one after that one, but within the next few videos, I'm going to do a video on, can you trust your manager or management on their response to layoffs? Personally, I've know people who've asked managers, hey, can we experience layoffs here in our building, our department? I've seen people online talk about them asking their managers, but I'm going to do a video on that and give my honest opinion. So if you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I drop that video. So this next article that ties into what we're talking about is with Business Insider. It says layoffs in the tech sector show no signs of slowing down. On an average, about 1,600 workers have gotten a pink slip every day of 2023 so far, according to a tracking site, layoffs.fyi. It don't say a com, but I'm guessing a com. But I want to check that website out myself. I haven't checked it out, so we can start tracking the exact numbers. But that's crazy. 1,600 workers a day so far in 2023. They continue to say that's as 91 tech companies globally have started laying off 24,000 workers in just 15 days into 2023. This is already a 15% of the 154,000 workers who were laid off by over 1,000 tech companies in 2022. So we're already at 15% of 2022's total layoff. I think we're going to hit 100%. I'll probably guess 3 months of 2023. Within 3 months of 2023, we will already lay off the same amount of people as all of 2022. That's just my guesstimation. And I actually made a video already how this can escalate quick. It was called an article from 2008 that should scare you. And it was an article that took place in the last recession, how in 2 months, 1 million jobs were lost. So it can happen quick. But with all these layoffs happening, oh, the job market is still great, right? I've been talking to a lot of people who said they haven't been able to land a job. And I'm not talking about gig work or stuff like that. I'm talking about people who's trying to get into companies and get into high paying jobs. A lot of people that I've talked to are having a difficult time landing a job. I'm trying not to go too long with this video, but I just wanted to throw this in there as well. With this happening and the cutbacks that Amazon's doing, another headline which came out of USA Today, Amazon discontinues charity donation program that raised nearly $500 million as layoffs continue. If you guys want that, this will be in the description as well. And I guess it was called Amazon Smile. This is another press release from KTVB7. Where is that at? Never heard of that in my life. Anyways, it says Amazon Smile discontinued as company faces cost-cutting measures. So there's another article that I wanted to put into this video, was basically talking about the jobs that they think are the most safest for 2023 and the ones that are most at risk. I don't want this video to be too long, so I'll make that a separate video that will be out this week. So be sure to like and subscribe. And I actually had this discussion with some other YouTubers who cover Amazon and who work for Amazon. If you didn't see that, we just went live and we covered a lot of these topics. Our thoughts on Amazon layoffs. Do we think it's going to continue? Do we think it will hit the actual warehouse sector? All those different type of things. So if you would like to see that discussion, it ended up being about 2 hours and 45 minutes long on all different type of things on Amazon. Click the live tab on my profile and you'll see that live there. It was me, also another YouTuber named Zell216, and another YouTuber named C11. And this is the aspect that I'm going to bring to the page weekly, maybe even twice a week, where we go live and we talk about these discussions that's going on in the economy, in the world, all these different things. So if you're somebody who thinks different, oh, I don't think Amazon will have layoffs, or I think this, or I think that, be sure to tune into the lives. I will be dropping the live link in the chat whenever I go live. I will bring you onto the live video, everything, and we can have a discussion about it. There's nothing wrong with healthy discussion, especially on topics like this. So be sure to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can see when I am going live on this channel. So anyways, I definitely want to encourage you guys, pay off the debt. What I've been saying for the last year, pay off the debt, try to have reserves, save finances, try to get to a point to where at least you've saved your overhead, all your bills, especially if you live by yourself, you know what I mean? And you have a rent or a mortgage, probably want to save some money to where you can float for a few months before you transition to another job in case this happens. My opinion, I don't think this is over, not just with Amazon, with all these companies out here. Anyways, we will continue to touch on this topic and follow this topic. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Yes, I'm also an artist. I go by the name of SB. I do motivational music, inspiration music. This song is about to come on. It's called Whoa, off of a project called Motivated. If you want to check it out, link is in the description. It's on iTunes, Spotify, all that good stuff. I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Let's go.
Look, they say I couldn't do it, but I did. Turn stacks to a crib. Yeah, going up, going in. Let them sleep, bedtime, tuck them in.